Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you're new. Before we get into the video, we just want to apologize for the fact that we could not upload last week. We were out of country last week due to personal reasons, and therefore we couldn't film nor upload any videos. And I know we promised one video per day for all of October, but unfortunately that week is kind of written off where we couldn't do anything for that week. So we're going to make up for that by doing as many videos as we can before the 31st Halloween day. So enough about that. For today's video, we are making this really cute DIY cauldron, and this cauldron is made out of pumpernickel bread, and we just cut out the pumpernickel bread and put in a delicious homemade spinach dip, and we also molded a cute little spoon made out of the pumpernickel bread. We also added some carrots around it to make it look like a cauldron. This is a really great recipe and DIY dish for Halloween parties or any Halloween events that you may have coming up. And it's just really cute. So if you'd like to see how to make this, then please keep on watching. Now, the main part of this entire recipe and video is the spinach dip, and this is very simple to make. So you'll need 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 2 cloves of garlic, and 2 chili peppers chopped finely. The chili peppers are optional, but we like a little spice in our food. So you're going to need all of these, and these are just going to be our dry ingredients to add into our spinach. These are the types of cream cheese that we use. We used a 1/4 cup of plain cream cheese, as well as a 1/3 of a cup of roasted red pepper and garlic cream cheese. And you can substitute that with any other cream cheese that you'd like. We're also using carrots to garnish, and we used 2 packs of frozen spinach for this recipe. We used the frozen spinach because we thought it worked really well and binded really well as a spread, but you can use fresh spinach if you'd like to. You'll also need 1 loaf of pumpernickel bread. Now, we recommend you find the most round pumpernickel bread that you can find because you want to turn this into a cauldron, so you'll have to be able to cut deeply in it without cutting through the bottom. So now we're going to move on to preparation. So you're going to take your 2 packs of spinach, and we thawed this out beforehand, so you want to thaw this out until it becomes nice and loose, and you're going to then add in all of your dry ingredients that we mentioned. So the salt, black pepper, onion powder, and etc. And you're just going to take a fork or a spatula of some sort and just mix all of that up. You want to make sure all of this is mixed in very well. And then you're going to take your cream cheese, both types of cream cheese, your plain cream cheese and your seasoned one, and you're just going to add this straight in, and you want to really mix this up well because you don't want lumps of cream cheese that are just standing out in the spread. So you want to make sure that everything is cohesively mixed in very well. And as always, all of the ingredients and things used in this video will be listed in the description box below. Now, as you can see here, we're adding in the roasted red pepper cream cheese, and you can substitute this with any type of cream cheese that you may have in your local grocery store. We also know that the tzatziki flavored cream cheese is also really good with this recipe. Now we're moving on to the more trickier portion of this video. So we're going to cut our pumpernickel bread into the shape of a cauldron. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, and as you'll see here that ours is far from perfect, but it does look like a cauldron. And the reason for this is the way we cut it. So it really depends on the pumpernickel bread that you have, but we cut out the center, and you just want to be very light-handed with your knife because you don't want to poke through the bottom. That's the last thing you want to happen. So you're just going to gently cut through the layers and layers of the center of the pumpernickel bread so that you have a nice kind of pocket for your spinach dip. Now, we are not putting our spinach dip just straight into the pumpernickel bread because you want to make sure that the spinach dip can be used afterwards in the event that there's leftover spinach dip and not enough pumpernickel bread. So we're putting it into a bowl and then putting it into the pumpernickel bread base that we have. So you want to make sure that when you're carving this out, you're kind of carving it somewhat like a pumpkin in a sense, because you're cutting out to make sure that you have a shape that you could fit something inside. So you're going to cut this all around, and what you see here, all of the pieces that we have left over, these pieces are going to be used separately to dip with the spinach dip, because as you can probably see at the end and in the thumbnail that you don't have all the pieces of the spinach dip with you around the cauldron because it would kind of take away from the effect of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put that aside so that people can dip the spinach dip with the pumpernickel bread, and then it's a nice appetizer for people, especially for parties and things like that. We're also using the carrots all around it as another thing that you can dip into it. You can also use not only the carrots, but you can use celery, you can use a lot of fresh vegetables, and this is a very healthy dish too, especially if you want to go on the opposite end of Halloween and not use any candy, but something more healthier like this. As you can see here, we have made our cauldron and it's starting to come together. So what we tried to do was we made a makeshift spoon, kind of like one of those cauldron spoons, out of the pumpernickel bread. And you can get really creative with this because pumpernickel bread is very soft and easy to mold. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. This is a really simple recipe and just a really simple DIY for last minute parties, last minute invitations to go to parties. It's a really great gift to present to people, especially around this time of year. And it also looks really great on a nice table with like actual cauldrons and things like that, just to make it look even more like a witch's cauldron. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Comment down below what you thought of the video and our channel. And as always, have a fantastic week, and thanks for watching.